There'd been a big storm on the island of Sodor, so the little engines were busy clearing their railway of leaves and broken branches. Peter, Sam and Rusty often worked together. Phew! All this hot work is making me thirsty. Peter Sam's driver laughed. Don't worry, Peter Sam. We'll go up to the water tower next to the old iron bridge. Rusty helped Peter Sam to the water tower, and then once they were there, he tooted a friendly goodbye. Peter Sam felt much better after his long drink, but his trucks were bored. Let's break away, they giggled. Their loads were heavy and their couplings were old. One suddenly snapped. On, faster, faster, they yelled. Peter Sam raced away after his trucks. Further down the line, a sign read, "Slow, steep bends and ravine ahead," but the silly trucks never noticed it. But Peter Sam did. Oh no! The bridge! There's going to be an accident! And there was. Peter Sam arrived at the scene of the disaster. His driver sighed. Oh, this was our fault. We didn't secure them properly. Oh, we'll have to get some help to pull them out. Oh, the Fat Controller will be very annoyed. And he was. You will shunt trucks in the yard so I can trust you again. Duncan couldn't help but laugh. He was delighted with Peter Sam's dilemma. Haha, fancy me securing the trucks on a hill? They'll come back to spook you in your special funnel. Woo, 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 woo. And who's to say that you're not afraid of ghosts? Snapped Rusty. Pah! Ghosts, things that go bump in the night. Rubbish. Well, I'll tell you a story that'll make your funnel quiver, Rusty said. A long time ago, a little engine was returning home after a busy day at the St. Mines. It was a misty, moonlit night, and the fog was thick. Suddenly, as the engine began to cross the old iron bridge, he suddenly lost control and plunged over the side into the swamps below. He was never found again, but many of the workmen will tell you that when the moon is full, they have seen the little engine trying to get home, but he never reaches the other side. So, what do you think of that, Duncan? Pah! Nonsense, replied Duncan, and he puffed away. Oh, never mind him, Peter Sam. He'd be frightened if he really saw a ghost. This gave Peter Sam's driver an idea. Let's play a trick on Duncan. And the next day he spoke to Duncan's driver and fireman, who agreed. We'll do it tonight, they said. Duncan had to take some coal trucks to the slate mines, and then bring slate trucks back. Duncan's driver decided as part of the plan to cross the old iron bridge. Haunted bridge? Ah, snorted Duncan. It's as tame as a Peter Rabbit. But all the same, Duncan couldn't stop thinking about Rusty's story. When dusk fell, he was keen to leave. If we don't go now, Scarlet will take my favourite place in the sheds. We can't go until we've collected all the trucks, Duncan. And he could see their plan was working, because Duncan was nervous. When night fell, they set off. The moon was full, and the mists were rising around the old iron bridge. Duncan whistled, and the sound echoed everywhere. Then just ahead, he saw flickering lights. His driver knew that these were little insects that shine brightly at night, but to Duncan, they looked like an angel. Next, his driver simply threw her up from the cab into the ravine below. It's the ghost! Take me back, please! Duncan raced back to the quarry as fast as he could. When Duncan reached the safety of his shed, he closed his eyes tightly. His driver and fireman found the whole situation hilarious. Spooked out of you, Duncan, laughed his driver. No, wailed Duncan, I'm asleep. And he refused to open his eyes. But he did, though. Just when he thought his driver wasn't looking, just to be sure that he was still there. Duncan never did fully find out the truth about what happened that night. But between you and me, some ghost stories are better left undiscovered. Don't you think?